instead of a double win, like Stephen Covey taught, a win-win, triple win. A win for the patients first,
Okay.
a win for the team, and then a win for the bottom line. If you can't check off all three, don't implement that new change, whether it's AI or not, whether it's a new material, whether it's new laser, whatever, it doesn't matter. Don't implement it if you can't check off all three. It can't be two.
Welcome to the Just Do It podcast, hosted by Duffy. Dental Entrepreneur Women is here to dive deep and share stories with the mission to inspire, highlight, empower, and connect all women in dentistry.
Well, hello, everybody. It's Duffy, and welcome to the Just Do It podcast. I am so happy that you're with me today. I have a brand new do. We just met on the Zoom call. So it's going to be an exploratory call for both of us, and you're going to learn the inner workings of how we get started in do when you join our membership. But let me tell you a little bit about this rock star. Kristie Kapp is the co-founder of EBITDent, a clinician-led consulting firm helping dental practices improve profitability, reduce burnout, and increase practice value through the best practices, bookkeeping, and budgets. With 35 plus years in dentistry as a hygienist, consultant, and practice owner, she brings real-world operational expertise to dentist owners nationwide. Please help me welcome one of my new best friends, Kristie Kapp. Hello, dear.
Hey, Anne, thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to finally meet you. I've watched you from afar for a long time and am so impressed with do, and I'm grateful to be a part of it.
I'm grateful. The bar is set for everybody to jump over it, Kristie, to get into do. So every woman, if you're a woman and you have a toe dipped in dentistry, you're welcome. I'm so glad you found us. And I'm so glad you said yes. Because I've told women recently, 2 years ago, I would be like, oh gosh, I hope Kristie Kapp joins too. And now I'm like, Kristie, if you don't get in this thing, you are crazy, because the women are amazing, just like you. And it's an honor, honestly, to get to know you and welcome you into do. So thanks for being here.
You bet.
Thanks for being here. So I want to hear a little bit about your story, Kristie, because you're brand new. We just met. And I like to start with your story because everybody's story is important. And fun fact, I'm a hygienist as well. I had 46 clinical. Yeah.
Yes.
So tell me your journey. Like, where'd you start and where are you now?
Birth. My dad was a dentist. He practiced from about 1964 to 2004. And he always said I took to it like a duck to water. And I did. I just loved everything about it. As a child, I loved just visiting Dad in his practice and thinking that what he did was so neat and important. Then, of course, I tagged along to all the meetings he went to, CDA and then Disneyland at the same time, of course. And
oh, wow.
Weird enough, I loved going to the meetings with him. I loved walking the floors. I loved going to the speakers. Seriously, at 10, 11 years old.
Oh my gosh.
So between him owning his own practice and his parents being entrepreneurs and owning their own restaurant and then ending up going to the local university to do all the food services in a large scale, entrepreneurship was just in my blood. So learning the business from him and the profession from him, starting as a sterile tech, in the summers. I think I assisted on my first crown prep about 9 years old. It was an emergency and he needed someone to suction and I was just hooked. I just thought, this is crazy awesome. So did chairside assisting, hygiene assisting, and that was the life for me. I just wanted my own schedule, my own patients, and loved prevention. So sure enough, went to the university and practiced hygiene for 16 years, mostly for him. And then when he retired, I worked in a couple other offices, which was a good experience because, you got to get out there and see
the world.
Yeah, see the world. And there's lots of ways to skin a cat. So that was a great education. And then, I always kind of would go to practice management or clinical courses and go, I could do that. I want to do that. I want to get up there and speak and help people. And I just, through great serendipity, met some great people and started consulting when my kids were a little bit older in about 2004. Worked for the same company for 10 years and then thought I'd practice what I preach. And I bought 4 practices in Utah and was the CEO of a partnership in Utah. And got to carry that burden of ownership. And man, was it heavy. Oh my goodness. It was so heavy. We had 3 practices that one was a quick turnaround and a flip. And then 2 were really successful. And then 1 was a stinker. My CFO warned me, don't buy it. I, for some stupid reason, fell in love with it, and it was so bad. And I learned from failure in an epic way and could hardly even talk about it for like 5 years.
Oh my golly.
It was rough and just an education. Let's just put it that way. An education.
Can I just ask, okay, so now I'm curious, like what would make a practice such a stinker?
First, I had to fire the dentist 2 weeks after I signed the papers
Okay.
and report him to Doppel.
Oh, wow.
And then his books were sketch, super sketch. And my CFO warned me. Everything else kind of checked off the list. Location, the parking, the signage, what I thought were practice management metrics that were really just not. They hadn't really updated their patient count. I mean, their software hadn't been cleaned up for a long time. So the numbers I was seeing were not real. And it became real clear. Not only that, I mean, your biggest asset is the dentist. And when it became my problem, I had to report to Doppel. It was bad and fire him. And then it was like, okay, now I got to get a new dentist. And it was ugly.
Yeah. Well, so I think that we hear that sometimes, Kristie, especially you think it's a good idea, but then maybe we should bring in somebody that doesn't have any skin in the game and can look at, like, I mean, I think of Mary Fisher Day going in evaluations, because I hear this from women often buying a practice. And when the veil is lifted, let's put it that way, they're like, holy shoot, what did I just buy? Because the numbers that they were presented with aren't really the numbers. Because, you know, a lot of times, especially if you're an honest person, you can't believe somebody's going to lie to you about the numbers when he's selling a practice. I mean, you think everybody's, you know, upfront. And anyway, I'm sorry you went through that, but no failure goes without a learning experience. And boy, do you have some chops now. I mean, my gosh.
Now, I kind of wear it like a badge of honor, because that's when I really started digging deep into learning EBITDA and learning how to read a P&L and all that, so that I could see it for myself and know truth. And so, I kind of wear it as a badge of honor now, because it's 10 years later and I can actually talk about it.
Yeah, so without being curled up in the closet crying.
Yes.
Well, look how far you've come. I mean, it's amazing. And now you want to give back and you want to help people. I mean, gosh, you've got so much experience. I'm just and you're so strong. I mean, just the fact that you bought 4 offices, I can see that going from dental hygiene. I'm like, that's incredible.
Thank you.
The other thing that pops to my mind is that you didn't choose dentistry. Dentistry chose you. That's for sure. You were born into it.
Yeah,
and
I really was.
Oh my gosh, you've got so much wisdom in your head and your heart. I just found out what EBITDA was about 5 years ago. So, I mean, thank you. EBITDent.
Didn't we all?
I know.
I mean, for me, it was about 10, but you still see all over social media dentists going, I'm finally learning what EBITDA is. And it's great to all of us because we're caregivers. Full transparency, I founded EBITDent with my daughter. She was a dental assistant for me when I owned those practices.
Okay.
And she was thinking hygiene. And then really, she just like, Mom, I think I love the metrics and the KPIs as much as you do.
Okay.
And I am kind of a nerd on spreadsheets. So she went into finance and started her own bookkeeping company. And she has grown that thing. And we just naturally started cross-marketing for one another. And she's like, I got this dentist who I'm doing his books and he really needs you and your best practices. So we developed EBITDent because we both love helping dentists that own their practice not just become profitable, but by doing so by best practices and caring for the patient's individual needs. Because we've both been clinicians, we are very passionate about not being slimy, not being a used car salesman, finding out each patient's individual needs, and then it's not mutually exclusive to be successful on paper too.
Yeah.
So that's why we came up with budgets, benchmarks, and best practices. So I teach the best practices, the processes to help your patients invest in their oral health. She's the one that takes a look at all of the nerdy numbers and the P&Ls and the balance sheets and make sure your month's closed on time and making sure EBIT is a healthy number. Whether you keep it your whole life or want to sell, it doesn't matter. Whatever your vision is, everybody has their own different happy place and what they want for their business and their career. And we want to help them achieve that vision.
Oh my gosh, what a gift that is to be able to give somebody the confidence that they can sleep at night. They're going to have enough money at the end of the month to pay their bills. They're going to get paid. there is a retirement that is going to happen. There is an opportunity to sell eventually with
Sure.
two experts. Like basically your daughter grew up in dentistry, chose her as well, right?
It did.
And then be
Yep.
able to work with your daughter and something like this is very cool. And we'll have to do a mother-daughter thing for you. Are you still living in Utah?
We're both in Utah. Yep. We're still
Okay.
here, born and raised, and we love it. We love the Four Seasons, the Rocky Mountains, and glad she's close because, of course, my grandchildren are like my
Yummy. They're yummy, aren't they?
No.
They're just such a light. We're having another one, and I'm just like, oh, I'm so,
congrats.
thank you. Thank you.
Yay.
Yeah, this one's a big surprise. And,
Oh,
those
okay.
surprises from heaven usually are just the best. And that's lovely. I love Utah. Do you know Eric Roman and Josie Swale?
You know what? I'm embarrassed to say that I don't.
Well, they live
I
in
better look
Salt
'em up.
Lake. They're in
Okay.
Salt Lake, and they have a collaborative. Josie was the coordinator for a big DSO in North Carolina, and they're just
Okay.
really cool. They have a monthly or a quarterly, I think, meeting, and I just talked to Doug Fettig today, and he's really cool. He goes there with them, and he's
Excellent.
learned a lot and made some great connections. So we'll connect you.
We're kind of a dental hub here. I mean, I'm going to brag a little bit. My dad went to dental school with Gordon Christensen, and
Wow.
we were evaluators for CRA back when I was a teenager. And it's
Oh,
just, I
wow.
could throw a rock and hit CR. It's CR now, but I was on the board of dental hygiene school at UVU with Rella, just great family friends. And then, on
Wait,
the
you were on
I-15
the board with Rella?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, brag a little bit, girl.
Yeah, I'll
This is
brag
what
a little
Du's all
bit.
about. Come on, give us some credentials. I love it.
Yeah. And then
That's
I love
neat.
Dental Intel. It's right here up the street.
Okay.
My dad was one of the first purchasers of Dentrix when it started here in American Fork,
Okay.
Utah, before Henry Schein bought it. And we've got Weave and Podium right up the street.
Silicone
And
slopes.
UltraDent,
UltraDent.
it's Utah based. So pretty proud to be a Utah dental professional.
Yeah, because they are good people. I love
Yes.
all those guys.
E-Assist is here. Yeah, I could just go on.
Isis, Archie, Mango, they're all there. I mean, everybody is there. And all
Yep.
those good people that are there. It's just Pearl's there,
Pearl,
I think.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Oh my gosh. You're
So,
right in the hub. Oh,
we
yeah.
are. Yeah, I am.
So now we
Love
got to
it.
get you connected because this is
Yeah.
what, you were saying you had a couple of years that your health was
Not great.
not
No.
great.
Yep.
We're on the other side of that, it sounds like.
Yes. And happy to get back both feet in and start networking and meet the new people of 2026 in the profession and want to come to your meeting and bring my daughter and meet you in person. We're just so passionate. We just love the profession. Who's better at prevention, than dentistry?
Yeah.
We're passionate about prevention. We're passionate about serving our patients well and a healthy bottom line. So
Actually, when I started it was one of the things, this was 10 years. We're celebrating our 10th anniversary.
yes.
I wanted to keep the amazing women in dentistry. And, like they were starting to leave. I'm like, oh my gosh, dentistry, the
don't.
people. And you and I did talk about women in dentistry. We love working with women. And
Yes.
I'm just meeting you. And you're like so
Yeah.
amazing. And you've got great cred. And it's like, oh, where have you been all my life, Kristie? And so you'll be meeting women like that in because they keep finding us. We just
Yeah.
opened a door and everybody's welcome. And, you may not stay for dessert, but you come in for hors d'oeuvres and everybody's always going to have a seat at the table because
Yeah.
we're so much stronger together. I mean, that is
We really
especially
are.
women because we
And-
like that. We like that relationship.
Yeah, absolutely. Women need each other. We really do. We're such a support to one another. It's such a
Yeah.
great sisterhood. And not only that, I'm really passionate about preventing burnout in the profession today because it's rampant. And I'm excited and I want to spread the message that I am excited that I think we can turn it around. And my answer to it is AI. I am passionate about AI in
Okay.
several ways, but I feel like it's our first chance in decades to just fight the minutia that has overtaken the profession as far as maybe it's admin that's become way too intense, causing a lot of burnout for our sweet dental admin team members. We finally have a chance to give them some tools to take over that minutia and just love on the patients again. Build relationships, serve the patients that walk in the door and not have to be in a back room fighting an insurance company for verification or claim
Be on
denials.
hold for like ever
Yes.
and then get denied. Yeah.
Yes. And then for us, boy, I think the last time I practiced hygiene, a temp for someone, it was, 15 years ago.
Okay.
But man, I was staying 30 minutes in my lunch doing my soap notes and 30 minutes after doing my soap notes. And I'm like, this is getting ridiculous. I remember in 1984, dental hygiene assisting, it's like, you write exam, 4 bite wings, prophy, topical fluoride, no greater than 3 millimeter pockets, no BLP, light calculus, mandibular anterior, K-cap.
Yeah.
That was it.
K-cap. I love it. Yeah.
And now it's just like, and so I'm so excited that we can have technology that can record the conversation while we're working and then do our soap notes just like that. I'm thinking, yay, we can spend our 60 minutes being a people person and not worrying about, do I have time to do my notes?
Or go to the bathroom.
Or tell me you can relate to this. And I'm going to confess, but I've met enough hygienists over my years as I've traveled the country consulting. When I share this, they go, yeah, I've done this too. But haven't you sat there and you're probing and you're like, well, I really don't have time to chart this, but there's only maybe 3 or 4 fours, not a lot of bleeding on pocket. And you're sitting there waffling in your brain going, do I need to talk to him about soft tissue? No, they're a prophy. It's not a lot of calculus. I can do this right now. And you just do a prophy.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Hello. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you chicken out. And you don't objectify the disease and take a look at it and see, instead of me deciding, let AI decide.
Yes.
Let it do the research. Let it objectify the numbers and tell you exactly what category they are and classification they are and what your treatment plan is. And boom, set them up, look at my eye to eye, knee to knee, and present that sucker,
Yeah.
And do the best thing for the patient.
When you present it like that, there's no question.
There's no question.
It's validated. And it gives you not only permission, but confidence that you are doing the best thing for the patient.
Yes.
Which is, I got to say, and I'm sorry for all of you patients out there that I probably let go and still have bleeding gums. Yeah. I mean, back in the day, I graduated Ohio State in 74. So I've been doing this for a long time. A lot in perio too, also. But I just love it. And the other thing, Kristie, is like, I've been out for, I think, about 5 years now. I don't even know what the AI does for us. And most hygienists right now don't know because they're in their operatories. And unless they're taking it on themselves to go to look about the AI, see what it's about. I mean, there's so much out there now that is a gift.
So much. We finally have a chance to get back to a time and a place where we're not burned out and we can love the profession again and love what we do. I'm excited.
Yeah, and love the people because that's what I miss the most.
Love the people. We're caregivers.
I know.
I care.
Yeah, and that's so
exciting.
how do you understand all that? You have that. You must have that brain then. Obviously, if you bought practices, you were a CEO.
Yeah,
like that kill me. I would be like, I'm hiring you immediately because I'm decent at AI. I mean, I use Claude and I'm trying to get it all together.
I got to confess, my husband's an AI consultant. He builds AI products, so I cheat. I listen to him at dinner every night and stay on the cutting edge.
I love that.
That's very helpful.
That's a gift. I mean, my husband's great, but I'm not getting that kind of work out of him. So plus you understand it and you like it. And I do. That is another layer for why you are successful and you're a gift to the offices that you're counseling and coaching. So I want to get back to a little bit like, why did you name the company EBITDent?
Yes.
That's such a great one.
Well,
how'd you come up with that?
It became real clear to me as an owner that EBITDA was an important number.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of our most proud resume items is that Joey and I, my daughter, we both were clinicians. We both are consultants. So we've been in the mouth. We're not just consultants that went and got their MBA or something. And we know what patient cares about. But I've also been an owner. So I can relate to the team, but I can also relate to the owner. And that burden of making payroll and, wow, we're producing and collecting a lot, but EBITDA stinks.
Yeah.
And I can't sell my practice because EBITDA is not healthy. And then Joey comes in and goes, well, guess what? Your P&L is categorized all wrong. And EBITDA is a lot healthier than you think it is. Let me clean up your balance sheet, close your books on a timely basis, and we'll get a true EBITDA number. And we all know EBITDA is a hot term in dentistry. We've had to get educated.
Right.
So because EBITDA is an accounting firm, we wanted to bring to light the importance of healthy accounting, not just those best practices that I've been teaching for 20 years and getting, an increase in production and collections. That's great. That's a good start.
Yeah.
But if your books aren't clean, it doesn't mean anything. It really
No.
doesn't mean anything. If you're not taking home enough money to pay off your student loans, pay off your practice, get the supplies you need, if you're always running behind a dollar short, and a day late,
Yeah.
then that's
Yeah.
what we help you with. And we're having a ball. It is just the perfect marriage of increasing production and collections and clean books.
And that's what's going to prevent burnout.
It
because
is.
that stress of the books and honestly not knowing, because I talked to a lot of different people and I'm like, okay, and even me, like, okay, I do have a bookkeeper and I really like her and she's helping me very much. But until then, it was like, as long as I had enough money in the checkbook, I was good. And that's not a way to run a business. And
It's not.
And look, there's so many of us that we are running businesses as a first time opportunity.
An
And there's
accidental CEO. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I definitely am an accidental CEO. I know sometimes I shake my fists up to the heavens and say, I didn't ask for this, Lord, but here I am, right?
Agreed.
Yeah. But that we need people like you to help. I think you can help a lot of us. And I would love to see you on stages because this is really cool. You and Joey, have you ever spoken together? Because that would be really cool.
Yes, we've done a couple of podcasts together, and I'm so stinking proud of her. She is an ambassador for QuickBooks and speaks for Intuit. Yeah. So she's doing her thing, and then sometimes we do things together. And like I said, we are having the time of our lives.
Oh my
So
God.
that's the goal, is to get out there and spread our message of best practices, budgets, and benchmarks.
And it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You've got the hands.
I see light. I see an exciting future for dentistry, and I want to spread the word. Stay in the business, stay in the profession, because it's getting good.
Yes. Thank you for sharing that. I'm so happy because there's a little bit of doomsday talk.
There a lot.
Now, and you're right, with the AI, if you have an expert that comes in and shows you, because learning that on your own is going to take a lot of missteps and a lot of failure.
Yes.
That didn't work. Okay, you just put money into that. Oh my gosh, there's so much behind AI.
I have 4 steps that you need to follow.
Okay,
before
what are
you
they?
adopt AI. That's a whole nother thing. It's based on the diffusion of innovation. And I haven't had a lot of original thoughts in my life, but the diffusion of innovation books really sets those out so that we solve a specific problem first.
Okay.
Don't just buy the shiny new thing because you had a free lunch and learn. And they got you all pumped up and it seems exciting, but are you having that specific problem that you need to invest in this technology? Not necessarily. If things are going smooth, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, if you're having great opportunity to serve your patients and your admin's running great and your soap notes are running great, okay, fine. But I have a hard time believing that.
Yeah.
But again, don't go for the shiny new object. That's one. Don't get sucked in just because you really like the lunch and learn presentation. 2, is there a specific problem that you've got that you need solved? Don't fall for something that
you think needs to be solved, and everybody's okay with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure it's measurable, meaning measurable improvement. It is making your team's life better by implementing or investing in this technology. And then I kind of really added, make sure it's like maybe version 3.0. Because
smart.
When it's very brand new, it's really expensive and there's still some bugs. If they've been around long enough,
little track record.
There's a little track record, there's success, there's testimonials. They've worked through the bugs. You're not the first to have to be their guinea pig to see if it works in real life on patients. Your admin team, it can really create a lot of additional work adopting new technologies. And you have to, owners, or managers, if you're in a DSO, it really doesn't matter. We help anything from single dentist owners to mid-market to big DSOs. But if you're going to adopt this, make sure the boots on the ground, the admin team on the ground, has a great onboarding experience of this technology. Yeah. You cannot make them take on all the burden, meaning managers or owners. You got to go through the learning too. You learn it first, then bring it to your admin team and say, okay, this is how we're going to implement it. This is how we're going to do it. And this is why we're doing it. The whole point is, which I'm passionate about, is do not add burden to your team with technology.
Yes, because they think that's happening. Especially you go to a conference, you see it at a conference, you bring it home, you lay it in front of them, and they've got 1,000 things on their, sticky notes everywhere, and then you're expecting them to learn it. And a lot of it, that just goes to the side.
It really
never
does.
gets any legs.
The other thing we're really, really passionate about at EBITDent is this. Everything, whether it's technology or any other practice management or clinical new procedure or new thing that you're going to adopt as a team, it needs to be a triple win. The 7 basic habits.
Okay.
And I am still, after all these decades, so passionate about those 7 principles to be effective. It just has not changed. But instead of a double win, like Stephen Covey taught, a win-win, triple win. A win for the patients first,
Okay.
a win for the team, and then a win for the bottom line. If you can't check off all 3, don't implement that new change, whether it's AI or not, whether it's a new material, whether it's new laser, whatever, it doesn't matter. Don't implement it if you can't check off all 3. It can't be 2. If it's just a win for the patient and it's too expensive for your bottom line, don't do it. If it's great for the bottom line and it's not a win for the patient and the team, don't do it. It has to be all 3. That is between the fusion of innovation and a triple win. You're never going to go wrong on an investment or a change in the practice.
And just gives you a second to just stop, take a breath, and ask those questions to yourself. And it's so logical and it's so simple.
It is.
And every young dentist graduating, if they would just realize that they would need someone like you to come in and get them started on the right foot and carry with them the whole way through. But you were saying that you loved working with women. What is it about women that you love to work with women, Kristie? We love men too, by the way. We do love our men.
I just was about to say, I don't want to have reverse sexism here by any means.
Yeah,
by any means. And I love my dad. He's passed on now. And I am so, so grateful for the education he and his parents have given me about taking care of your customers and the love they had for the customers. I could just get teary about the fact that he let me work in his office for 16 years. My goodness. What a bratty little owner's baby I was, but
I doubt that, but okay, go on.
Thank you.
I'll brag on you. And I just met you, but I doubt if you were that bright little baby, but go ahead.
I also could get emotional about his dental assistants that took me under his wing and his dental hygienists that took me under their wing and taught me this profession as well. They were so kind to me. And I think whatever it is in our DNA, or estrogen or whatever, the sisterhood that we share in our DNA is just magical. And I love that there's so many women going to dental school and becoming dentists. And I'm talking, because I have been a CEO and an owner, I love particularly ones that own their own practice, but women that are associates that might work for a DSO that just want to level up their game and be the best they can be.
Yeah.
I love helping them too. They're so good with the patients. There's something in our nature. And again, men can have this too and can be really good at it. But whether we're just a little more coachable or they just are a little less ego, I don't know. I've just found that they're some of my favorite clients.
They love beauty. They love relationships. They're innately caring. There's so many things that women have that lend themselves. It does no surprise that women are taking over dentistry and 60% of the graduating dentists are female because it's kind of a great profession for us. To be able to give them a healthy mouth and a beautiful smile, that's just icing on the cake. And I think that's why it's so sweet that you said that about your assistants, because DO is for every career path. When I started DO was because of a beautiful friend in marketing at one of the big companies. I was mad that she was bullied in her review, and that was it. I started DO that day. But all career paths, because the most probably influential woman in my career in dental hygiene of 46 years was our sterilization woman, Carolyn. And she was so heartfelt, so sweet. We laughed, we giggled, and I'll never forget her. And she was the glue in our office. And she had no college education. She just loved people, was smart as a whip, could learn anything. And so it takes us all to make it go around and to do the right thing for our profession. And the hope that you gave me today, I just feel like shouting it out the window here, like dentistry's alive and well, let's go.
It is. Yes, don't get down. And I'm so glad that that's what you got from this, because that's my goal right there, bottom line.
That's it. And I can see it. You exude it. You've lived it.
Yeah.
And now you're
bad and ugly.
Good, bad, and ugly. And now you need to teach it. And you are teaching it. And it's so neat to do it with your daughter. How do we get in touch with you? We'll have it in the show notes, but how do we get in touch with EBITDent and you?
EBITDent.co is our website. And then, of course, we're all on all the socials. I'm on LinkedIn as Kristie Kapp, Kapp, and Facebook, Kristie Kapp RDH. and EBITDent and Insta. And then on TikTok, I'm Coach Kristie.
Joey's bringing in a little bit of that TikTok then, probably, I would imagine.
She just turned 30 and I'm just like, I'm not stupid to have one of those generations be my partner.
Oh, you got that
It keeps
right.
me young and current. So
Young and current. Oh, well,
Yes.
it's just so lovely to meet you, Kristie
Thank
Kapp.
you.
I can't believe it.
and
I
the
could look.
pleasure is all mine. Seriously,
Oh,
Ann.
Well, we look forward to seeing you in November, everybody,
Yes.
12th through 14th in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's our 8th retreat, and we're celebrating our 10th anniversary of bringing women together
Yeah.
that walk through the door, and we're going to have a party, everybody. So you got to get
Heck
your
yeah.
room because we always sell out, and I just want to make sure we have plenty of seats available still. But, get them before you can't get them, everybody. And
You bet.
Kristie, thank you so much. I hope to see you at some of our Do Connects that we have during the
Yes.
week, the little times we get together with 30 women on a virtual, and the answer is in the ladies' room, and we will see you there.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Most importantly, everybody, make sure that you know the most important thing you can do is to keep doing you. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you the next time. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Just Do It podcast, hosted by Ann Duffy. To learn more about dental entrepreneur women, to share your story, or to join the movement, please visit our website, do.life. That is DEW.life. Subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts or your favorite podcasting app to make sure you don't miss an episode. And in the meantime, keep doing you.